Let's talk about the prospect.
I want to take you to Toledo, Ohio now. A police officer on paid leave after a routine traffic stop takes a nasty turn. The police department saying that they've investigated how the incident escalated after a man confronted the officer who had just pulled over the man's daughter-in-law. It ends with the man, his girlfriend, a 14-year-old son on the ground, cuffed, and the officer aiming his stun gun at
Any
them.
deal is a big deal, given the last three decades plus of tension and hostility between the United States and Iran. That said, any deal at most would be a kind of interim arrangement. We'd maybe have a specific time limit on it, 6 months or something like it, and it would simply be to buy some time and to set the stage, if you will, for a much more ambitious agreement that would be negotiated during that time frame.
Here's what President Obama said last night about the easing of sanctions and that being on the table.
There is the possibility of a phased agreement in which the first phase would be us halting any advances on the nuclear program, rolling some potential back, and putting in place a way where we can provide them some very modest relief, but keeping the sanctions.
All right, now Washington Township, you heard that. There's a lot to consider here. Now, what you don't see on the clip is the actual stop. The officer says the man got out of his truck, started yelling profanities at the cop, and saying, "I'm sick of you people pulling people over for no reason." We do see rather the officer tossing the cell phone along to a witness who
enough of the
called
sanctions in
911.
place to keep the pressure on. Any relief needs to be reversible. On the other hand, they've got to give the Iranians enough in order so that they can go defend the deal in their political system. I think the critical thing will be this question that anything relieved can be reversed, can be, if you will, reinstated, and that there's a degree of proportionality, that the reward, say, the unfrozen assets that the reward does not seem too big for whatever it is the Iranians are doing.
It seems as though there already has been something of a reward, at least if you believe the report from the Daily Beast's Josh Rogan and Eli Lake. They reported today that by looking at Treasury notices since Rouhani was elected in June.
All right, now, time for Arthur Idala, Fox News legal analyst and criminal defense attorney, Randy Spencer, former prosecutor with me now. Good morning to both of you.
So it looks as though there's already been
this is a township.
Even, without any stick or any action.
Small. It's not even a city of Toledo now.
That would be a pretty modest character.
That's correct. This officer absolutely did not do the right thing. Township, city, what have you, they are trained not to violate our federal rights.
Okay, where's the violation of federal rights?
We know that
Where do you see the case?
this officer said he pulled them over because of an unregistered or expired registration for the motor vehicle. He can't just take people out of the car. He can't just place them under arrest. We see him not entirely in this video on the clip that you showed, picking them up, throwing them against the car, taking that witness's cell phone, throwing it to the ground. That's a consciousness of guilt. He doesn't want any recording of his behavior.
You saw someone thrown up against a car? I didn't see that.
Yes, in the video.
The video is 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
That's right.
I saw no one who was thrown up against the
If you
car.
watch that video in its entirety, you'll see him pick the woman up and put her onto the car. She's screaming in pain.
Onto the car, but that's okay.
But she is screaming in pain.
I want to make this very clear, though. We do not know what happened before the cameras started rolling. Okay?
That's my defense. If I'm the criminal defense attorney representing this police officer, I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it's like you walk into the movie theater and the movie is 2/3 of the way over and you're only looking at the last 1/3. You can't base your judgment on who did something right and who did something wrong on that. According to the cop, he didn't pull them out, Remy. According to the cop, the guy jumped out and said, "I'm tired of you cops doing this all the time. You're one police officer in a little township. You got a grown man, a grown woman, a 14-year-old. He took charge of the situation. He thought best.
Did he behave appropriately?
Well, again, I think
it is too difficult. According to that, it seems like he may have used excessive force.
Thank you. That's
Because
the
there is a
point.
scene I don't think we showed, but where he then grabs the woman. After he puts the guy in the car, he grabs the woman and he throws her against the back of the truck, and she's screaming, "You're hurting me! You're hurting me! You're hurting me!" That's a problem.
Yeah, and Arthur is an excellent defense attorney, and I know that he knows his stuff, but what we both can agree on is that the Fourth Amendment does not allow the police to just take you and grab you and throw you, and the fact that this officer tried to get rid of the witnesses is very telling. Because Arthur's
One
right.
officer trying to secure a